So player number one is the United States. What does it want? It wants to preserve what people call the global hegemon status, right? In other words, it wants to stay on top and to keep oil priced in dollars all around the world. It wants to keep the world borrowing in those dollars and putting those profits into US Treasuries, aka the bond market. It wants to keep the same military and financial dominance it's basically had since 1945. Player number two is China, and it wants the opposite. Right? It wants to dethrone the dollar, it wants control over cheap energy for its economy, and it wants to become the price setter for global commodities without getting involved in any wars, right? It wants to do that without fighting anyone. Player number three is Russia. Russia has oil, it has weapons, it has commodities. It is looking for allies willing to pay in something other than a currency that can be frozen, like what happened to them in 2022. Right now, Russia is arguably one of the biggest winners from what's happening in the world today. And they're helping Iran put pressure on the West, and they're expanding their sphere of influence by helping other nations build out their infrastructure. Player number four is Iran. What do they want? They want to survive just long enough. Now, I'm not a military strategist or an economist for that matter, but there's a lot of talk about asymmetric warfare, which is where Iran is spending a lot less money to defend the strait using cheaper drones versus the very expensive missiles that take a long time to manufacture.